Hello. How are we doing? I'm Rob. I wanted to make a video today to talk about the 3 things that I do on my Sunday evening to make my week amazing. Hopefully it can help you. About 2 years ago, I started taking the approach. If I had a bad day or a bad week, instead of just trying to forget about it and move on, which a lot of people try to do and what I did as well, instead I started to analyze it. Why did I have a bad day? Why did I have a bad week? Because in the end, I want to avoid that happening again. The thing that I kept coming back to and realizing was the common denominator to my sort of bad days and bad weeks was that the night before, I wasn't organized. If you do these 3 things on your Sunday evening, your week will be so much better. So, number 1, planning my workouts. This is always the thing I start with, usually because it's the thing I like to plan the most. Now, this week, I've just finished a 3-week running challenge. Over those 3 weeks, I've been trying to run the fastest 5K I can. And I retested myself on Friday, I got a new PB, and I'm gonna be moving on to my next 3 or 4 weeks of training. I'm gonna be focusing on strength and size, so I'm gonna be looking at 3 strength and size workouts that I'm gonna be doing this week. The way that I'm gonna choose to split it up is I'm gonna do chest and back, shoulders and arms, and I'm gonna do legs. Within those workouts, I split it up into 2 halves. The first half is track, okay? This is really, really important. If I wanna make progress in strength and size, I've gotta track key lifts that are gonna help me progress and progressively overload my muscles so that they adapt, become bigger, become stronger. So I have my first half of track workouts, and the second half I just leave to however I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll end the workout there. I might be pushed for time, I might be feeling really tired and I don't wanna run myself down. And some weeks I'll carry on, I'll do double, triple the amount of work, I'll do loads of supersets, triceps, whatever. So I can judge that on how I'm feeling. However, I always do that fixed amount of work. So along with my strength and size workouts this week, I also want to fit in a couple of other things. I want to keep my running going, so I'm going to do 1 long run and I'm going to try and do 1 sprint session, but the sprint session is always the one that I let slide. So I need to make sure that I prioritize that earlier in the week. Also, I want to get some sort of HIIT routine in. I want to do that intense work as well, full body blitz, that sort of thing. Luckily for me, I coach that class, so that is tomorrow. That is on Monday. I'm going to do that workout. Even though I'm teaching it to other people online, I'm also going really hard myself, so that's an easy one for me. And finally, I want to make sure I schedule something in for my mobility or flexibility or something like that that is actually doing some good for my body, aside from maybe just, the aesthetic side of things. So at the moment, my key thing that I'm working on are my shoulders. I need to work on my rotator cuffs. Rugby injuries, getting big impacts in my shoulders, fucked my rotator cuffs. So now I'm doing all sorts of things to basically fix them. So I've got to get that all into place in my week first of all. Once I've done that, I can move on to step 2.
Fireman Sam, Fireman Sam.
Numero 2. Next up, I want to plan what my key goals for the week are with work. I'm the co-founder of a wellness consultancy in London called Mob Group. And obviously now we do all our work online because of the lockdown. So I'm going to think about my 3 key tasks that I want to get done this week. And now these aren't just little admin tasks. They're not like send that email or reply to that. It's like, how do I want to move the business forward this week? Okay, so it might be figuring out some problem that we've had or some sticking point. I want to overcome that so that we can move the business onwards. Or maybe it's like creating a piece of hero content, a new marketing campaign, or maybe it's looking into a new class that we might be adding to the schedule and planning that out. It could be all sorts of things. So I'm gonna think about those next 3 things. Once I've done that, figured out my 3 key priority tasks, I then move on to number 3. Number 3. Number 3 is now figuring out what I'm doing tomorrow. What will Monday bring? And for that, I bring in the trusty Mr. Board. For anyone that follows me on Instagram, you might have seen this pop up on my stories every so often. This is how I basically schedule everything. Screw Google Calendars, screw iCal, all those things. It doesn't really work for me. I like to have it all on a board. The reason is, when I'm working, I have it somewhere where I can see it the whole time. So I get reminded of all the things coming up, and it just really helps me keep me focused. Plus, I'm just one of those guys that likes to tick things off. I like that. So I'll start by just putting in the things which are already booked in. So, for example, at 12, I've got my HIIT class that I'm going to run. At 8:45 to 9, I've got morning mindset. It's our mindfulness session that we run every working day with our coach, Johnny. So I always attend that because it puts me in a really good frame of mind for the day. Next up, I'll probably start to think about what's happening before morning mindset. Okay, how do I want to start my day? How you start your day is really important. Do you get up out of bed with energy, or do you get up out of bed dreading what's to come? And that's really key, making sure that your day is a success. So I like to do something fun first of all. Usually that means taking my daughter for a walk. What that allows my wife to do is have some time to herself or to exercise as well, because usually she's doing the brunt of the parenting throughout the day. Thank you, Roz. Now this bit's important, and this bit's going to be different for everyone. You've got to figure out, when do you have the most energy? Because when you have the most energy is obviously when you need to do your priority tasks, the things that are the most important. For me, that's first thing. I have the most amount of energy in the morning. So I'll start to jot them down straight after morning mindset, before my HIIT class. It won't be more than 2, maximum 3 things that I know that I can get done in that time. If you try and put too many things into that space of time, they're gonna maybe roll over, and then your day is just playing catch up. So do less things and prioritize the most important. And then we've all got those things that just need to be ticked off. You need to email that person back, you need to send that report, you need to tidy a sock drawer, whatever it is. You've got to do these things, and that goes for me in the afternoon. I then know that I might do an extra workout in the evening. I'm probably not, because I'm going to do a big workout this evening, so I'll do my HIIT class and that'll be enough for me with my walk. And usually I want to schedule a bit of fun. So hopefully that helps you a little bit in terms of making your day and your week that little bit better. Remember, plan your workouts. What are you going to do? When are you going to do it? Number 2, what are my 3 big priority tasks for this week that I want to get done that's going to move my business or my career or my life forward? And finally, what am I doing tomorrow and when am I doing those things? And hopefully, you stick to that. You're going to do pretty good. And I'm actually going to do, I think, my first chest and back workout. Once Frida has gone to bed, once she's bathed, I'm going to be heading outside to the garden gym to get that workout done.
Ready for bath time? You're getting excited.
There we go.
Chest and back today. I've got my workout from last week, and I've got my numbers there, and all I'm going to do is just repeat the workout and try and beat every set by a rep, or up the weight by a few kilograms, and then I'll be happy. Just going to get it done. Going to make this into some sort of bench press situation and crack on. Look at the old bench that wasn't actually, he was chucking out some stuff. God, I'm happy to have had it. Now, we do a little drop set. Last week was the red band, this week's the black band. So we're progressively overloading. Straight into bonus reps. Finished. So 3 exercises for the back, 3 exercises for the chest, at least 3 sets each set pretty much to failure, so that's quite good intensity. I think that was about 45 minutes. Pleased with that.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm very new to this. I've set myself a challenge to do 1 video a week. This one's already maybe a day late, but I need to do 52 videos in the year. I'd love for you to support me on this. If you like this video, if it helps you at all, any good ideas, please hit the like button. If you've got any questions or thoughts, or maybe you just hate me, tell me in the comments. And finally, the subscribe button. No, don't do that. Cut that out for sure. What do I do then? Subscribe? No. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to you. Subscribe to all of us, but mainly me. Bye.